Stocks dropped hard this morning after a higher than expected CPI read, third consecutive month of stronger CPI figures. The futures markets, meaning the equity indices, were actually slightly higher this morning, but then CPI printed, and as I speak to you right now, and these numbers will have changed by the time you're seeing this, we got the Russell down 2.8%, the NASDAQ down 1.3%, the S&P down 1.18%, and the Dow down 1.16%. Bond yields went from being down 1 basis point to up double digits, with the 10-year hitting 450 this morning. The 2-year yield is up 17 basis points as I speak to you right now, at 491. 5 years up 16, and the 30-year is up 7. 2/10 inversion, sprinting in the other direction. Negative 38 settlement yesterday, negative 43 as I speak to you right now. Now, within that CPI, there were no huge jumps other than motor vehicle insurance, with many slight increases in many areas. This consistent gain in prices gave us a headline CPI at up 3.5% from plus 3.2% last month, and a core year over year at plus 3.8%, unchanged from last month and higher than expected. Month over month core and headline were both up plus 0.4%, unchanged from last month and higher than expectations. The Fed super core, which is ex food and energy prices as well as ex shelter, is up 4.8% year over year. The dollar spiked, gold fell, crude oil fell slightly, copper fell slightly, silver basically sitting at the unchanged line. Now, it's interesting today because we get the FOMC minutes this afternoon, which will show you where the Fed was, at least what they were putting into the minutes last month on the inflation front, where they thought that some of these spikes in inflation might have been seasonal. We also get an ECB rate decision tomorrow, which is part of the dollar spike that we're seeing. Dollar spiking higher in the aggregate, but mostly versus the euro, because you're expected to see some dovish language out of the ECB tomorrow. Now, looking ahead, 10-year note auction today could be sloppy. Earnings today after the market closed, nothing significant. Tomorrow before the market opens, we get 3 companies with market caps of $1 billion or more, and those 3 are Constellation Brands, Fastenal, and CarMax. Data tonight, Aussie inflation expectations, Chinese inflation data, and PPI. Fed speak later today, Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee, and then data tomorrow, Chinese new yuan loans, ECB interest rate decision, US PPI, and jobless claims, and then Fed speeches from New York Fed President John Williams, Boston Fed President Lisa Collins, and Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic.